And welcome back to the channel here, everybody. And welcome back. It's been a while since I uploaded the introduction of this franchise here, but we are back with the FIU Dynasty and NCAA 25 this week. Now, I have done recruiting for the first couple of weeks, and I actually did play this game against Florida, but I kind of messed up in recording the game. I didn't actually end up recording like the first 3/4 of the game, or like the first 2/4 and a half, basically. And so by the time I kind of started recording, I had to like leave in the middle of the game, and before I shut my PlayStation down, I didn't actually finish the recording, and so by the time I came back, the game was almost already over. And so and that was really frustrating, because I definitely wanted to show you guys this game, of course, and, just really missing the opener of the season is not ideal. But we did not win or anything. We got blown out. I mean, losing by 15 isn't terrible, I guess, against Florida. It's about what I expected us to do against them to start the season out. So, I mean, didn't miss like a ton. But yes, it is very unfortunate. It is a little frustrating that happened. We gave up 182 rushing yards, over 500 total yards here as you look at the box score in this game. We were really bad on third downs in this game, and we were only 4 of 18 there. And our offense didn't do anything for the first 2/4 of this game. Our offense was pretty lackluster in the beginning of the game, and by the time our offense kind of started picking things up again, we were pretty much already out of the game entirely. We had a couple of turnovers. We did win the turnover battle in this game. There was 3 interceptions in this one for us. One by Hezekiah Massis, and I think JoJo Evans also had an interception in this one as well. We'll look at the stats in this game really quickly as we kind of recap what happened in Week 1 for you guys. We will have Week 2. We will have a full Week 2 game for you in this one, so don't worry about that. But Keon Jenkins is our quarterback. He's a sophomore from Miami, and is a field general, and he did okay in this game. He patched for 390 yards, 171 quarterback rating, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. So, he got sacked 9 times, though, and that was a big issue. Of the offensive line in that game for us was just not very good at all. And then running the football, we did okay running the football there, as... again, as you look at this running game, 16 carries for 50 yards for Keon Owens. Lexington Joseph had 7 carries for 43 yards, no rushing touchdowns at all in this game. So, we ran almost 100 yards total between those two players there. But, we did give up a lot of rushing yards from Montrell Johnson, who ran for over 170 of them. And then in the passing game, Dean Patterson had 4 catches for 87 yards. He had a 50-yard completion. That was his long of the day. Juju Lewis had 4 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown in this one. Ronald Fournette, or I actually don't know what his first name is, Ross Fournette, had 6 catches for 85 yards. Rivers had 3 for 83 with a touchdown. Eric Rivers there, a junior from Tennessee. And Josiah Myman, our backup, I think he's actually starting tight end. He had 3 catches for 31 yards. Kia Owens there had a catch for 9 yards. Lexington Joseph had a catch for 8. And Lawrence had 3 catches for only 5 yards and a touchdown. So that's a look at what our receivers did right there. And in terms of the defense there, I mean, not a lot of pancakes really for our offensive line, or that's our offensive line there. There's Hezekiah Massis, and again, Hezekiah Massis is our best rated player, and one of only like 2 or 3 80+ overall rated players on our team. He had an interception in this one, and a lot of tackles. It's not a good sign when you have, your cornerback have 18 tackles in a game. It's never really good. Or Jamal Potts. If your free safety in your corner have the most tackles, that's kind of an issue there. Lamar Duvall got a pick, and Potts did as well in this one for us in the interception department. And then in terms of sacks in this game, here, I don't know, we didn't have a ton. We only had 1. and that was by Giovanni Davis. Our left end, our senior left end, had a sack, but that was the only sack that we had in the game. Kicking, Chase Gabriel was 0 for 1 in field goal attempts. He made all 3 of his extra points that he kicked in that one. We punted the ball 8 times in that game, which is quite a bit. And then the punt return, I mean, those numbers were not very good. I found it really hard to return punts very effectively in this game when I played it for that first week. I just really never, and even Florida didn't have any good punt returns either. So I don't know if that's just the type of game that this is, just punt returns are really difficult or what. But looking at week 1 and a kind of a recap of what we saw in week 1, this game was crazy between LSU and USC. USC was ranked before this game began in the top 25, and this game was insane. It went to a double overtime. LSU looked like they won on a 2-point conversion attempt there in a double overtime. Absolutely insane game right here. 117 rushing yards, 538 yards of total offense for LSU, over 500 for USC there, and 402 passing yards for LSU, 472 for USC in that game. Yeah, that game was pretty crazy. 402 passing yards from Garrett Nussmeier, and then Miller Moss had 472 passing yards, 6 tutties, and no picks. So the offenses in that game went absolutely crazy and just popped off. Florida State, actually, kind of a surprising loss here, an upset. Boston College beating them in week 1, 23-17 there. And then not a lot of other stuff happened. I mean, an FCS team beat Tulsa. Tulsa wasn't very good, though. Minnesota beating North Carolina. Kind of got to highlight any other surprising final scores for you from week 1. And a lot of FCS teams that were, playing in that week, in week 1 and week 2. Temple, though, beating Oklahoma is pretty interesting there. TCU beats Stanford. There's our game, our final score. Texas Tech only won by 2 against FCS West. And Mississippi State lost to FCS Midwest in week 1. That's a pretty surprising final there. An SEC team losing to an FCS squad. And Wisconsin winning here. Georgia Tech winning. Michigan kind of blowing out Fresno State there. FIU will be playing them in a couple of weeks here in this season. They beat Michigan State in week 1. Navy just barely beat an FCS school there. Pittsburgh crushed week 1 against Kent State. And Tennessee actually lost to FCS Southeast. That is crazy. They lost by a single point. So 2 FCS teams lost to opponents from, not even actual FBS schools in week 1 there. And you saw Georgia blowing out Clemson in week 1, that final there as well. Texas, unfortunately, beat Colorado State. That's unfortunate. I'm going to be rooting for Colorado State to do well. Sam Houston, they won their first game of the year against Rice right there. Nevada kind of destroyed Troy. Kennesaw State, first game as an FBS program, and they won. So congratulations to them. San Diego State lost, and so did San Diego State to an FCS school. So kind of some surprising scores there. Alabama only beat Western Kentucky by 6 points. And then this was the other pretty big game of the week that happened. 2 ranked teams in Notre Dame and Texas A&M, and Notre Dame just barely won this game by the skin of their teeth, 31-30. Texas A&M had a 21-0 lead after the first quarter in this game, and Notre Dame kind of stormed all the way back in this one. So an interesting game there. You look at the box scores, and not a lot of third downs for either team. I mean, only 10 for Texas A&M and 12 for Notre Dame. That's kind of an interesting stat there. Oh, well, I guess not all of them. You have Penn State beating West Virginia, Arizona beating New Mexico by a touchdown, and then UCLA beating Hawaii as well. But that's week 1. Looking ahead to week 2, just kind of highlighting some of the bigger games that you see there. Colorado and Nebraska playing in a rivalry game. We're playing Tulane this week. Another rivalry game between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati there. And again, a lot of SCS teams taking on these other squads. But Texas and Michigan, that is a really important, and that's a top 10 matchup there. between those two teams. Obviously, Michigan, last year's champions, last year's national champions. They're taking on the number 3 rated Texas team. Let's see, and I'm not seeing any other really big or ranked games for you in Week 2. Yeah, there's not any other ranked games in Week 2. So that's a look at the schedules of Week 1 and Week 2. But yes, we are in fact playing Tulane. So here we go to start off the season here. Second game of the year, the first home game of the season for the FIU Panthers. And kind of as a reminder of the offense here, you have a couple of good running backs on this roster that will sure to use in this game. Lexington Joseph being one of them. John Owens being another halfback, and then Shamar Lawrence is our main halfback. But it looks like Tulane won the toss and they deferred. So FIU is going to get the football here to begin this game as we are underway, punting it off to running away from it there as it bounces in the end zone. And yeah, Keon Jenkins, the starting quarterback here, and I think he played pretty well against Florida. He didn't throw any picks or anything, and so he made pretty smart decisions with the football last week, and we'll see what he does here in this game. But he started out the game with a running play, a gain of only 7 yards, and trying to throw it over to the right side of the field there, and a good play by the defender who jumps in front of it to stop the ball. Now, pressure on Jenkins, and he is hit, and trying to get the ball away, but he does get the ball out, so it's not a sack, but it's an incompletion, and FIU is going to start this game with a 3-and-out. So putting it away to Tulane, who is playing right now in their alternate uniforms here. And a key matchup to look out for is between Mario Williams, their best wide receiver threat, and Ezekiel Passes, who is our great cornerback. And another star player for them is Mekhi Hughes, who is an impact player. He's one of their highest rated players on this roster, and they give him the ball to start the game. They give him the ball again here, and all he's done is lose yards. So now it's a 3rd and 12. It's a screen pass. That's number 17. That's Mario Williams right there on a screen, and he almost gets to the first down. He doesn't quite get there, so Tulane has to punt it. 2 3-and-outs to begin the game. Now back to FIU, as they're going to give the ball here. This is a great run right there by Lexington Joseph out across the 25-yard line, and down. He gets a first down on that run. It's the most successful play of the game for either one of these offenses. We're playing with 10-minute quarters here, playing at an All-American difficulty. We give the ball right back to him again. Lexington Joseph runs for a gain of 6 there. Now some play action, as scrambling is Jenkins. He's going to just dump that off to Lexington Joseph again, making another play, this time as a receiver, and he's going to get enough yards for the first down. So a 1st and 10 here at the 38. They give the ball. It's a handoff there. That's Shamari Lawrence, who gets his first carry of the game. A gain of 4 there on the read option. Now it's a 2nd down and 6. As snapping in Jenkins, he's going to throw it. That's caught there. Wide receiver. And it's now a 3rd and 2. They're going to give it right back to Shamari Lawrence again. And he's going to get the first down here. 6 minutes left in this first quarter. And Florida International right now getting some steam. They got a drive going. That's a pass. That is caught right there. That is Myman. And he makes his first catch of the game, as they're going to do a deep shot here over the middle to Rocky Bears, a tight end, and that was a huge play. They're now inside of the Tulane 20. Some hurry up here now being called after that big pass play, but Tulane is ready for the run. That was Patrick Jenkins going up the middle and absolutely stuffing that first down run. So now 2nd and 12 here, 5 minutes halfway home in this first quarter. Gonna give it over. That's a pass to John Owens, who gets a first down near the 5-yard line. first and goal for FIU. And already this offense for them looking way better than it did against Florida last week. They didn't get any points in the first half against the Gators. And that's a run up the middle. Okay, good run there by Lawrence. He gets a few yards. Now it's second and goal from the 3 here for FIU. Tulane, this is their first game of the season here. And it looks like they're going to do some adjustments here on the fly. And the audible, it's a toss to Lawrence. And there he goes to the left side of the field. Great blocking, and he's into the end zone for an FIU touchdown. Samori Lawrence getting in to the end zone. I can't remember who got in the end zone and scored for FIU last week against Florida, but that was a great run. And the running game so far for the Panthers has been excellent in this one tonight. That was a great drive there, a good mix of running and passing, and FIU is up 7-0. As a kickoff back to Tulane, they're going to just go ahead and kneel that ball. And they're also, FIU has gotten the ball. They've had the ball for a while in this quarter so far. Time of possession definitely on the side of FIU. That was a fumble almost recovered by Florida International there. Man, that was close. Micah Thomas, or Hughes there, almost giving the ball up. And then it's a toss play on the outside. That's Chaz Preston there on the screen pass. And he goes a long way. That was a good gain for Tulane. They're probably the best offensive play of the game to this point. As they give it back to Hughes again, and not a lot of room there for Hughes on the outside, and he is only 4 yards right now on 5 carries. So the run defense for FIU has been pretty good so far. 3rd down and 7. That is a pass, and it's again another catch there by Mario Williams. Quarterback for Tulane is Ty Thompson, number 11 there. As that's a snap, and it's another give to Hughes. They're all over it this time. Florida International is going to force a strip, and it's recovered by JoJo Evans for the FIU defense. A huge strip there and recovery, and they're going to stop this drive right in its tracks and get the ball right back. Oh no, JoJo Evans is the one who's forced the fumble, I believe, there. And it might have been Giovanni Davis. Giovanni Davis landed on that football. So a turnover here on a fumble. Now it's a screen pass. And some room there. Good play from Keyshawn Owens. He's getting involved now. That's his 2nd reception of the game already, and 30 yards for him. And a really good screen pass. So FIU getting the ball right back, looking to take advantage. Here they have a new set of downs right around midfield. It's play action again. As scrambling is Jenkins. He's got some room. He's going to take off. A scramble play there. A nice 7-yard gain. And now he's going to scramble again. Nothing really open for him. And he takes it inside the 35. Down near the 30-yard line to the 32. A couple of scrambles in a row for Jenkins. A new set of downs. And again, FIU rolling on offense. Another pass play here. And another try to scramble for Jenkins. He does get a few yards, but not a whole lot there on that play. Didn't find any open receivers, so now it's 2nd down and 7. FIU driving here, a minute left in this first quarter. It's another give as up the middle for a big run is Lexington Joseph. And man, he has ran the ball very well in this game to this point. And you see the time of possession screen there. FIU has had the ball for over 7 minutes in this first quarter, as that's another good run there. Keyshawn Owens gets a gain of 7. So 2nd and 3, and I like the 2nd down and shorts. Here's a pass over the middle, and it is caught. Ross Fournette, the wide receiver, over the middle, catches that one, and FIU scores again here in the first quarter. Great route ran there by Ross Fournette, and a really easy, simple pass right over the middle to complete the touchdown. So FIU up 14-0 here. Tulane getting the ball, only their 3rd possession of the game. Good, nice move there by Hughes on a running play, the first of this drive, and that's the end of the first quarter. And FIU kind of dominated that quarter right there. 75 rushing yards and 80 passing yards. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Tulane in terms of time of possession. It's another give to Hughes. Hughes has a lot of space on that one. He's across the 40, near the 45, down to the 43. Okay, Hughes has gotten some bigger runs here in this drive. His first 2 runs of this drive, a lot better than what we saw from him earlier in the game, and that's the biggest concern for Florida Nationals defense is how to contain him. Just a snap. It's another give to Hughes, and that's another pretty decent run for him. That's a gain of 4 there. Now it's a 3rd and 5. As there's a snap to Thompson. He's going to toss it over to... Now that was Mario Williams again, and that's his like 3rd or 4th catch of the day here. That's only Thompson's 4th pass of the game. Tulane has not gone to the air very much tonight, as that's another pass, a really quick one there, but still 5 yards. That is Preen who makes that catch there and gets them 5 yards. That's his first catch of the game. And Tulane now, their first drive with really any momentum on offense here. They're going to give it to Hughes, but good defense here by FIU. They stand up to the running game now, and a loss of a yard. So now it's 3rd down again. Thompson here in the backfield. He's backing up. Thompson loses the ball, and it's picked up by an offensive lineman here and taken down behind the sticks. So that was a great defensive stand there. And Tulane gets past midfield, but they're not going to be able to do anything, and they're not going to get on the board here. They're forced to punt it away on a 4th and 10, and that punt goes way out of bounds there. So FIU taking over at the 16. 80 yards on the day so far for the Panthers. And there's a give. That is another give up the middle, and that was a good run. I mean, I love these running plays. Look at Joseph, 30 rushing yards so far, and I mean, it makes life easy when it's a 2nd down and short like this. And they go play action, and the defender bit on the play action, a deep ball over the middle! Caught! Great grab there, great spot. Juju Lewis making that catch down the field to the 36-yard line of Tulane. Great throw here by Jenkins, 47-yard pass. Drop that in right between the 2 defenders there, and now at the 30 is FIU. Big play as there, now there's pressure on Jenkins, and he goes down. Big time sack right there by the Tulane defensive line, and now it's a 3rd and 19. So definitely, this is their longest 3rd down of the game. One of the few times that FIU's been behind the sticks in this one. It looks like they're going to do another screen here as trying to get back to the 30. He does, basically getting back to that original line of scrimmage. That was Keaton Owens getting that screen pass, and now it's a 4th and 9. So now bringing out the field goal team here and trying to go up 17-0 already. But this kick is not good. Not a great kick here. No power on it, and very much angled away and to the right. I need to practice the kicking meter, honestly, because that was really a lot of my fault there. The kicking meter is kind of difficult, honestly. So I need to practice that a bit more, but that is a wasted possession, basically. Hughes now out of the backfield here on a bubble screen. Picks up a nice gain, and so far Thompson, he hasn't thrown the ball a lot, but he is 6 for 6 in his pass attempts to this point. But yeah, an empty possession there for Florida International. As now a snap, and Thompson's going to go to the air again. He's going to make that pass, and that one's caught. A good play there on a comeback route, and now it's 2nd down and 2, so a short down here for Tulane. And 6 minutes in this 2nd quarter, still without a score. They were past midfield for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice screen pass, a quick toss. And that's Chaz Preston again. I believe that's his 2nd catch of the game. So here it comes, a snap on a 1st down and 10, and that one is caught. Okay, good catch there in some traffic for Mario Williams, who has been the star receiver in this game for the Green Wave. And that's a snap, and there goes Hughes! A nice spin move! Wow, what a run there by Micah Hughes. Wow. A nice lane up the middle, then a great spin move there, a nice juke, and it's a give. Now that's their backup running back. They're getting a good gain on 1st down. Shayade Clayton Johnson there with a gain of 5 on second down, or first down. Now it's a 3rd and 5. Pressure up the middle, and a sack from Elijah Anderson-Taylor. Great play there. He kind of came in. I would call it a blitz, dialed up the pressure, and he just came in unblocked, and the pass defense held up enough for him to get to the quarterback. Big play there, and another 3rd down stop for this defense, who will bring out the field goal team for Tulane. That kick is up, and that kick is good. So, we can wave, or at least on the board here in this first quarter. It's 14-3. Now let's see what they can do here. That's a good pass over the middle. It's caught nearing the 40-yard line. And this was a halfback kind of wheel pass there. Shamari Lawrence with a great grab and a run. And we are using our running backs in this game. They're getting most of the catches. That is a throw over the middle caught by Josiah Myman again. That's his 2nd catch of the day. But really using our running backs, running the ball very effectively, calling some good screen passes, and even the halfback angle routes and stuff. We're giving the ball to our star running backs so far in this game, as that's another running play. There goes John Owens, and he gets a gain of 5 running over to the left side. So FIU is putting together another good drive here. 2nd down and 5, and Jenkins back to pass. Jenkins is scrambling. Jenkins has a lot of room. Look at all that green grass in front of him. Jenkins inside of the 20-yard line, down to the 15. Nice run by Kenyon Jenkins. He's been pretty effective at scrambling in this game, but that was a great time to do it because the defense is all running in the opposite direction. Now they give it to Joseph again, and Joseph has his lane. He breaks a tackle, and Lexington Joseph is into the end zone for an FIU touchdown. Great run there to the left side for Lexington Joseph. Great play there, and good blocking, shedding a tackle at the end of that run. And he gets into the end zone again. I believe that's his 2nd running touchdown of the game, and the 3rd touchdown overall in this one for FIU. Now the extra point, too much power on it apparently, and it's missed. So the kicker here is not having a good day. A missed field goal and now a missed extra point, and we'll see that it seems like that kind of a missed extra point, something like that, will always come back to haunt you. But only 4 points left on the board in this first half for FIU. They're up big right now, though. They're up 17 on Tulane. Tulane's got to do something here on this possession, you feel like, on offense, as that's a deep ball. Oh, it is almost caught. That would have been a big play right there. Mario Williams, the intended target, and he had the defender beat, but the pass just could not be completed there by Thompson. So that's another punt for Tulane, and out to about the 30-yard line on that return. So FIU has really dominated this half in terms of the offense here. And another great run, a toss play, and all the way down near midfield. Shamari Lawrence with a great run. That's his longest of the day. And man, the running game has been awesome in this one for FIU. Now a screen pass, but this one is actually very well covered there. Good tackle by Chris Rogers in the open field, and a punt for FIU. So only a minute left in this second quarter here, as that's a pass. That one is caught there. That's number 5 on the offense. That's Yoki Brown. That's the first time that we said his name. He might have caught a pass earlier in this game, but now tossing over to him again, and he's got a lot of space after that grab down near midfield. Tulane taking another timeout, less than a minute to go, and you see the rushing yards already 146 for FIU in this first half, but Tulane trying to drive and trying to score again before halftime here. First down, Thompson out deep, oh, and it's knocked away by the defender there. Good defensive swat there, and now it's second down and 10. Deep ball. Oh, he's going long all the way to Williams, and it is caught. Diving catch, Mario Williams from over 50 yards out, and Tulane scores a touchdown here with 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Man, what a throw and catch from Thompson to Mario Williams here. An unreal diving grab, and Tulane is now going to be within 10 points with the extra point try coming up. But look at this throw by Thompson. We haven't said his name very much in this game. The passing game for Tulane just hasn't really been there for them. And then this drive, they had a couple of great deep passes to get to midfield, and then this throw, what a catch there by Mario Williams, a diving grab. And so, I mean, Tulane right back in the game. Do not count this team out. This offense is pretty potent, and I mean, their receivers are good, and they have obviously Hughes as a star running back for them. So now with 41 seconds, what is FIU going to do? They're going to run a screen pass here, and that's a good gain right there. Screen pass across Fournette, his second catch of the game there, and that was another long one for him. So now they're set up at the 33. There's only 36 seconds left, but you have all three of your timeouts here if you're FIU. So snap, Jenkins dropping back. The pressure gets to him, and it's a sack. Makai Williams, a huge sack and a loss of 9 on that play. And now with only 20 seconds, it kind of appears FIU is going to be okay and content to go into halftime here, up by 10. And they will snap the ball one more time. Throw it down near the sidelines. That is caught there. Dean Patterson, that's the first time I said his name. Now there's under 10 seconds. Trying to scramble, but he is actually going to be sacked here. Jenkins cannot find any room up the middle. So that's going to be the end of the first half here. As, yeah, we're going to put the ball away, but only 4 seconds. So the clock should run out on this punt. And fair catch call, so I don't really know what the point. I think Tulane took a timeout to get the ball back. I don't really know why they ended up doing that, but either way, that is the halftime score. It is 20-10. 203 pass yards for FIU, 191. So the passing game for both of these teams are actually fairly equal. But remember that, I mean, Tulane got like 70 of their, almost 200 passing yards on that last touchdown drive that they had to end the second quarter. So that inning for Tulane is good because it sets them up in a position now. They're only down by 10 points, and they're going to get the football here to begin this third quarter. And there's a look. That's the passing touch. No, that's the deep ball that we saw earlier. So a good first half here in this one. An interesting game. Second down and 6. A high snap. It's a handoff to Hughes, who goes up the middle but doesn't have a lot of room there. He's got 54 yards on the ground. So a third down here. Thompson has the football. He throws it, and he had Mario Williams pretty open there, but he drops it. That's a drop pass, and that's a 3-and-out for Tulane to begin the third quarter. Here's the punt, and maybe a little bit of a return, but no, it's going to be a fair catch call. So at the 22, and Jenkins going to scramble here. He's got nothing for him there, and that's going to be a throwaway, and that is a punt for FIU. So both teams not doing anything on offense to begin this second half. That's a good pass over the middle, though. Shaz Preston making another grab for Tulane. They're now across midfield again. Snap, and it's a draw play and a give. Hughes has got some space there on that run. He goes up the middle for a gain of 4. He's now at 58 yards. And Tulane, this is a big possession for them, trying to make something happen here on the offensive end. It's going to be a keeper for Thompson, who is absolutely stuffed. Great job there on the defensive side. Number 44 making a great play there behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's a third down and 9. And there's a toss play over the middle, trying to get it to a receiver there, but he could not connect as a good defensive play by the defender there for FIU is going to force another punt. So Tulane, they've done that a couple of times where they've gone over midfield, but they haven't been able to do anything and haven't been able to get points out of it. So now it's a give. That's a good run up the middle. That's the best run of this second half so far for FIU. Shamari Lawrence there with that running play. Now they're going to go for a screen pass right over the middle, and that's a great screen pass. Almost broken out. Keyshawn Owens almost just took that a long way, but still a gain of about 10 and a first down. Toss play now, Shamari Lawrence trying to get the edge. He won't really, as that was a nice hard tackle there for Tulane. So now it's third down, 3rd and 6. Jenkins in the backfield, tossing it, almost had. They were trying to go to Owens there on another halfback draw play, or not a draw play, but a halfback route there in the backfield, and it almost worked. Now Tulane's got the football again. They're going to run it again with Hughes, who gets a good gain on that one. So a 3rd and short for them now here, and they both offenses are stalling out here in this 3rd quarter. It's a give to Hughes. He goes up the middle and does in fact get the first down. And yeah, we are dominating time of possession. We almost have double the time of possession they do in this game. That's a wheel route and a wheel screen play there. Kind of works. Now a 3rd down and fairly manageable. That's what you want to do if you're on that offensive side, is get in the 3rd down and manageable for you. So 3rd down and 3 here. Thompson in the backfield with Hughes next to him, and they give it to Hughes, trying to get the first. He almost gets there, but he does not quite get there. So a 4th and 1, another defensive stop for FIU. They get the ball back again. There's a toss over the middle. Good connection and catch there. That was Nezaviah Burris. First catch for him on the day over the middle. And now on the 3rd and 7, going back to pass it again. Broken tackle, but nowhere else for Josiah Myman to go there on that play. And, man, FIU's offense has just stalled out in this 3rd quarter. They punted again, and Tulane's offense hasn't necessarily been all that better in this 2nd half either. That was Yuvik Brown making the catch there. And it gives to Hughes! Oh, man, that play got blown up by Giovanni Davis. Huge loss behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 7. Thompson to the air. Connects. Oh, and a good broken tackle by Brown on that one. And he does actually get the first. So Tulane near midfield now, but their last couple plays haven't been great. It's now a 3rd down and 10. Pass over the middle. It's caught. And it's intercepted. Ezekiel Massis with a pick. And down to the 45-yard line of Tulane. And Massis had an interception against Florida, and he gets his 2nd pick of the year already here this season. He's our star defensive player, the best rated player on this team, and he just made a huge play. Not sure where Thompson was really going with that. He threw it into double coverage. So a short field, and it's even shorter now. Great pass over the middle. That is Myman again with another catch, and now Florida International is set up here. They're inside the 20-yard line. Toss, and that one's caught again by Myman, nearing the first down marker. 266 passing yards in this game now for Jenkins, and it's a 3rd down and 3. So a 3rd down and manageable with the 3rd quarter clock running low and running down here with only 40 seconds left to go. It's a run up the middle, but that is going to be stuffed. They might have known that we were going to try to go on the ground again in that situation, so Shamari Lawrence gets absolutely stuffed. And now, with some time for maybe some redemption, 4th and 4 here, and it's a field goal to try and go up 13, and it's way over to the right. Guess I overestimated how much I needed to move my meter on that one, and that is unfortunate. Yeah, I really need to practice field goals in this game, but that is the 2nd missed field goal of the game. He also missed an extra point earlier. What a huge catch here, way in FIU territory, down near the 30. Yulkith Brown with a monster grab. He's over 100 receiving yards with that catch now, and Tulane is all of a sudden driving. They're at the 33 here, and it's a give to Hughes. That play blowing up, though, a loss of 3. We are now officially into the 4th quarter. Draw play Hughes, and Hughes has got a lot of space here up the middle, but a flag is down. Not the first one of the game, but the first one that I've shown you here, and it's a holding against Tulane. That is a monster penalty. Sets them back now past midfield. They're going to go a broken tackle, and a good gain on 2nd and really long by Brown. Actually makes it a 4th and manageable. So kind of a failed tackling attempt right there. And it sets up a 3rd and 5 for Thompson and this Tulane offense. They haven't been amazing at converting third downs in this game, and they're not going to convert this one. Hughes had nowhere to go on that running play, and Tulane here looks to go and kick another field goal try. This is fairly short, and the kick is good, but wait a minute, there's a flag on the field. And, oh no, it looks like it's against FIU. It's roughing the kicker. Man, that is a brutal penalty. You have him stopped. You only give up 3. That's a huge penalty. And now a new fresh set of downs. As Brown is in motion, they give him a little shuffle pass to the right side of the field. He's got breakaway speed, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Yulkith Brown. That is technically a passing touchdown for Ty Thompson on that play. And Tulane is going to cash in on the massive mistake and the massive penalty to make it a 4-point lead for FAU. Good play design on that one for the Green Wave. And now they're only down by 3. Man, would have liked to have 4 points. We've left 7 points on the table through missed extra points and missed field goals in this game. I would be way more comfortable if I was up 10 points right now. That was a great running play there on first down, though, to set the tone of this drive. This is the biggest drive of the game for FAU to this point. Need to have some momentum. That play absolutely blown up. Oh my goodness. Coming right in there to blow up Keyshawn Owens was Tulane on the defensive side, and they're going to give it to him on a screen pass, and he's got some yards here. He's all the way near to the first down marker at the 39. So, okay, that's a good play there on second down and pretty long. And the screen passes have been awesome and effective in this one all night long. 3rd down and 1, and it's a give up the middle. He's got the first. That's Lawrence. And, man, I love having, like, 3... Basically, we have 3 really good running backs on this team. I love being able to use all 3 of these running backs here. That's a nice pass and catch there. Eric Rivers making that catch. I think that might be his first of the game here. First down. Or no, now it's 3rd down and 10. And they're going to go to the right out again. And he does get the first. Wow, Keyshawn Owens just barely was able to get 10 yards on that play. And now they give it. Oh, there goes Joseph. He's on the outside of the field. Lexington Joseph down to the 10-yard line on a great outside run. Really liking the outside running plays in this game. And Lexington Joseph's got 80 rushing yards tonight on 10 carries. So now it's a give, and it's a give to Joseph again. He's not going to... Well, no, that was Lawrence there with a running play up the middle, but that didn't go anywhere. And it's play action here as a toss play that is caught. Oh, good tackle. Myman making the catch there down to the 1. That's his 8th catch of the day. As we've gone to our tight end a lot. So now with a fullback, and that was actually a diving attempt made by Jenkins there on the quarterback sneak. Biggest play of the game right here. 4th and inches from the 1-yard line. Here we go with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. It's a give, and it's Shamori Lawrence. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, FAU. FIU, they get in the end zone again. Shamori Lawrence, that's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And a massive tutty right there to go up by 10 points. So now, needing to go to the air and even make something happen. Man, Lucas Brown has been killing us in the pass game. He's got another catch and another great gain over the middle. Tulane's already at midfield here. Pass down the middle. There's a catch made. That's Chaz Preston making a huge catch. Now inside of the 30-yard line of FAU. Tulane driving right here, right now. Looking to get back in it. Under 3 minutes to go. A lot of time for Thompson. Oh, we had a man wide open. The throw was low. That might have been 6. So now it's a play action here. And it's picked! JoJo Evans with the interception. But wait a minute, the ball's on the ground again. And a fumble picked up by Tulane. Are you kidding me? Oh, that was a game-sealing interception right there. by JoJo Evans, and then he fumbles it. Wow. What a crazy play right here. This is a great play by JoJo Evans. A fantastic read on that pass attempt from Thompson. Look at this. That was a great play there on defense. He picks this ball at the 5, and then he takes it upfield here. And, I mean, he just kind of gets sandwiched between a couple of players, and that was number 87 there on the defensive side making the strip. And then a recovery by Tulane in the offense. Wow, that is crazy. Actually, maybe it was... No, it was actually the other defender, number 27, stripping the ball away from him. Wow, so now Tulane's got the football again. New life for them, and they give it to Hughes. Hughes has some space. Nobody's going to get him as Hughes will cash in with a touchdown. Tulane is not done yet in this game. Wow. How about their second chances that they've had tonight? A field goal that ended up being a massive penalty that then gave them another offensive opportunity. They scored immediately off of that. And then that interception that looked like it was game over. They get the ball, and then they score immediately on the next play. So now it's back to a 3-point game. And it's another give. This one up the middle. Broken tackle there. Leading alone on first down from Chamois Warrens, who's got 76 rushing yards on the day and 2 scores. There's a snap. It's a give to Joseph. Great blocking. Joseph's got a good run up the middle here. And now Tulane is going to take a couple first timeouts. So all FIU needs now is one more first down, and they will basically have sealed this one. Here we go, and sitting there in the backfield is Keyshawn Owens, and it's going to be a give to him here, and that's a pretty good gain on first down. We'll take that. A gain of 6. A gain of 4, excuse me. He's in the backfield again, and yeah, it's a give to Owens, and that's not as many yards, but it burns Tulane's second time out of the game. Or no, their last time out here, as there's Jenkins trying to scramble away from the pressure, and taken down by adding Huntington. Huge sack. Gives Tulane the football back. They got a chance. Under a minute left. Near midfield. That's a pass. Caught by Mario Williams for the first down. Now at the 42. Second down and 10. A pass play. That one is caught there by a tight end. Number 87. And a gain of 4. Under 40 seconds left to play. Here as Thompson getting the play calling. He's got it. He's under pressure and taken down. Giovanni Davis, what a monster play. Now it's a 4th down and 13. Tulane's got no more time. They got to scramble and call it here as it is a pass over the middle, but Williams will not get there. Mario Williams is short. Elijah Anderson Taylor making a monster tackle. And FIU is going to win the football game. A kneel down on Keon Jenkins ends it. And the Panthers hold on and survive here at home against the Green Wave and win their first game of the season, 27-24. 308 passing yards for Keon Jenkins with a passing touchdown in this game. And that was a fun one, guys. That was a really fun game. Man, it came down to the wire. Tulane had a chance, they had that football on the last drive of the game. What a massive defensive play by Giovanni Davis there. That sack was the difference in this one. So the defense came up clutch time and time again in this one. I really... the defense overall might not have performed that excellently. 477 yards of total offense for Tulane. It's not like they were dominant, but they made some incredibly important plays when it mattered the most in this game in the late stretches. And over 500 total yards for FIU tonight. 207 rushing yards. So, man, the ground game was awesome for them in this one, and 3 touchdowns. 30 of 42 for Thompson, with a couple of touchdowns and 2 picks. And then 26 of 40 with 308 yards, again, for Thompson in this one. 397 passing yards in this game for Ty Thompson. And both teams were 6 of 16 on third down, so not great on third downs. Big fourth down conversion on a 4th and goal for FIU in this game. That was in the fourth quarter. And yeah, neither team was 100% successful in the red zone. But FIU did win the turnover battle, and that was definitely a monster part of this win. You know, they had a couple of picks and a fumble, and they scored. They actually only scored off of one of those turnovers. They should have scored off of 2 of those turnovers in this game, but you know, the defense, those turnovers were huge for sure. But here is the running game. Shamar Lawrence, 76 yards. Joseph there had 87. I mean, those 2 running backs were great in this game. But then the receiving game, look at that. I mean, tight end, Josiah Myman had 8 catches for 64 yards. But then Keyshawn Owens out of the backfield had 7 for 73. Rivers, and then, I mean, it was really those 2 guys that I was throwing to most of the game. Rivers had a couple of catches. Ross Fournette had 2 catches and a touchdown in the first quarter. I believe Nezeviah Burris had a catch. 1 catch for 47 yards for JoJo Lewis in this game. 1 catch for Beers and 1 catch for Shamar Lawrence out of the backfield on a screen pass. So there's the defense. Eliza Anderson-Taylor also had some really massive plays. Remember, he had a really huge tackle on that. He had the tackle, made the tackle on that 4th down and 13 play, and he had a big sack earlier as well in the game, and I believe he was the guy who picked up the fumble in this game. That might have actually been Giovanni Davis, who picked up the fumble, but either way, Masses and JoJo Evans getting interceptions in this one, and yeah, kicking wasn't great. I mean, missed 2 field goals and an extra point. But Micah Hughes, you know, ran a lot in this game. He ran 27 times, but he had 90 yards rushing and a touchdown, so he ran the ball pretty effectively. Ilketh Brown was killing us in this one. 10 catches, 156 yards, and a touchdown. Williams had 8 catches, 125 yards, and a ridiculous touchdown on a 54-yard completion. Shaz Preston had a good day, 6 catches for 79 yards, and then not really anybody else on the offensive receiving end did much there. Patrick Jenkins, Malachi Williams, adding Huntington had a sack. Anderson here, and Rainshaw and Eugene Jr. had half a sack, so I believe 4 sacks total for Tulane in this game. But that is going to do it for me, everybody, here in this one. Super fun game to show you here on week 2, and I'm really excited to keep this, to really start this series in earnest and get this series going. I will have the Coaching Carousel Dynasty introduction. That will come out later on this week, and I will try to be consistent with uploading videos for this franchise here as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this here and NCAA 25 content. And I hope you all having a great weekend. I will see you in the next one. God bless.